Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And help me welcome back to the channel, Kelly, the Mystic Next Door.
Hello, hello.
It's been
Nice
a
to be
minute.
here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It has been a minute. But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Perfect. Lovely to have you here. This is, it's always nice to share ideas and perspectives and whatnot with other like-minded people.
Absolutely.
So what is happening in your world? What's happening on your channel? What are you up to? What are you doing?
Oh,
You're
my
getting
goodness.
close to your busy season.
Thank you. It's my busy time for my day job. So I haven't really I can tell you what I do on a regular basis on my channel. I do have a weekly tarot scopes on Sunday evenings, which is fun. And
Nice.
Sometimes we do a few readings as well. And there's a lot going on astrologically this next month,
Yes.
as you may know. And I also do, it's typically on Fridays, I do mini readings, just card pulls. And then occasionally I may pop up with a dowsing rod session here and there, especially relating to all of the crazy political things that are going on.
Yes.
So, yes, it's really, it's been nice, but I do have another business that this is my busy time getting ready because I run summer camps. So this is when I'm recruiting. And so I'm a little bit distracted from this world. If I could stay in the world of woo all the time, I would, but life.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. So we adjust. We just go with the flow, right?
We go with the flow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So very quickly, just want to say hello to Spiritual Hacks, Suzanne, Debbie Smith, Louise Fote, Anita King, Lorraine R., Lottie B., Rose Blue, Dawn Turner, Helena Harrison, Mary Epperson, Maureen D'Amico. Welcome to all of you. Irene Oswald is here. Viviani is here. Hey, Viviani. They are Narcissus. Yeah, thank you. I
thought you said they are narcissists. I was like, wow.
Yes, some of them are.
Narcissus. I see.
Yeah. So, Innocent Potato, Edward Kenneth. Hello, all of you guys here. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do it for my channel. And then make sure that you do it for Kelly as well. Right? Go over to her channel, do the share, the subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything.
No,
right?
It does not.
Yes. So, and then make sure that you turn on the notifications so that you'll know anytime that either one of us is doing a show or whatnot. So keep yourself informed. Keep yourself with like-minded people, right?
Absolutely. It's hard to keep up with Marina, though. Man, you are you are a busy lady here on YouTube.
I am. However, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And B, I'm fortunate enough that I've been retired for a few years. So I don't have anything else that is pulling me. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So, that makes it just makes me a little more available. Right?
I hope to be there soon, very soon. A couple more years.
Yeah.
And you know what? I see a question from Maureen D'Amico. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, or D'Amico. You say you're feeling full of nervous energy, but there are some crazy that we just had the largest X-class flare a couple days ago, solar flare, and those can make us feel tense and nervous and off center. So maybe that's it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it can bring on headaches. It can, it just kind of throws you off kilter. a little bit.
Mhm.
Yes, ringing in your ear. Oh, oh,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, yeah, just know that it's happening to you. It's happening to other people too.
Yeah.
Butterflies are free says, yeah, I'm nervous too. And Innocent Potato says, I love your
Mhm.
Shine Your Light events. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
March 22nd will be the fifth Shine Your Light
The
event.
next one, good. Well, and
Yeah.
I think some of the nerves too, like I said, we have some really we were chatting, some crazy astrology coming up next
Yes.
month. We've got eclipses and we've got some very powerful, even this week, we have a very powerful 7-planet alignment, which is highly unusual.
Yeah.
And that, these are just sort of like these are portals, and we're being kind of ushered into that next reality that we're gonna be living in soon enough, but this is the uncomfortable middle ground.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hello, Michelle from Astrological Tarot. Nice to see you
Hi,
here.
Michelle.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is. Michelle did a fabulous, fabulous job at the last Shine Your Light event with her presentation of the Vedic astrology that is at play. And, the more information that we have, I think um, not the more informed we are, but it also brings a sense of peace when you have when you've kind of been forewarned about, oh, okay, this could happen or that could happen. It's not
Right.
such a big shock, right?
Absolutely, you know, and if all else fails, do yourself a favor and just turn everything off and
Yes.
run a hot bath or get a cup of tea or whatever it is, but really, we have to this is like, um, we're riding a wave right now, right? And you
Yes.
can swim against it or you can swim with it. So,
Exactly.
I suggest that we just kind of go with it and watch what, um, unfolds, so to
Exactly.
speak.
And exciting
Mhm.
things are going to unfold. That's just it. We've all been um, we've all been kind of saying that and trying to
Mhm.
keep people on that higher energy and we've been saying for a long time, stay calm, stay calm. And I know that a lot of the feeling out there is, yeah, you've been saying that for months. Stay calm until when? Until this is over,
I got
right?
a really strong message in my meditation on Sunday morning too, that my guides or our guides want us to focus on the joy. Just
Yes.
find the little sparks of
Yes.
joy in your life, even if it's, just looking out the window at a beautiful tree or something like that.
Yes.
The little things, and we have to stop focusing on the chaos. I'm not saying don't do anything if we have something we can do, but
Yes.
we need to keep our spirits and our vibes high right now.
Absolutely.
And I feel like this is as important as ever, not just for ourselves, but when it amplifies, it goes around the world when we do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. And spiritual hacks, yes. Today is a great day to smudge. Will clear
Mhm.
really well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, uh, there's a ceremony that goes along with smudging, right? You're
Mhm.
fully involved in what you're doing. And yeah, smudge away. Just release any negative energy that doesn't belong to you.
Mhm.
Um, Release it back into the ether. Let the universe do with it what it will, right?
Mhm.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah. And we do have a
yeah,
new moon coming up this week. We have a lot, so those are
yes,
opportunities. The new moon is that's on Thursday. That's a great opportunity to set new intentions and
yes,
really, really focus your energy on the beautiful new world that's coming. These difficult changes are here to reveal what we no longer need, so that we can
yes,
move in to the next phase of humanity, really.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right in terms of concentrating on the joy, concentrating on the gratitude, the positive. Um, I remember, and I think most of you do, years ago when the gratitude journal came out, and it was, find things to be grateful for. And I remember after reading the book, one of the things that it wanted initially was write down five great things that happened in the run of a day.
Oh, hold on. I'm hearing an echo. Oh, that's weird. Something
What?
just jumped. We decided to play on another tab, apparently, so I was hearing
Whoa!
two of us. That's fun.
Oh,
I didn't
lovely!
even do anything. How strange was that?
Our energy has just doubled. See,
It just
there you go,
doubled
folks. Just doubled.
and confused me all at once.
Yes, yes,
Hi, Rosaire. Good to see
yeah.
you.
Hello,
How are you?
Rosaire,
Yeah.
Marby Gangora, Debbie Smith. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. And yeah, as I was saying, I remember sitting down the first time and thinking, like, okay, five things that I'm grateful for that are great today. And initially, it was a struggle. It was a struggle because that's not where my mind was at. I was focused on the chaos. I was focused on, oh, and then I have to solve this, and then I have to do that, and all. But the more that I did it, the more that it got to the point that it was five, only five. Are you kidding me? Like
Right.
there's right, yeah. So
I
yeah,
did that last November. I did gratitude November on my channel. I did a video short each day, and I remember feeling that way in the beginning. It was just sort of like, I'm grateful for this apple pie, whatever it may have been,
yes,
or a beautiful walk with my dog, or
yeah,
whatever it may have been. And initially, I was just like, oh, am I going to have enough things to to be grateful for? Am I going to start repeating? But you're right. It's a habit. You have to
yes,
form that. It takes, what do they say, 3 weeks to form a to
yes,
to establish a new habit?
yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So that's it. And yeah, if you start off in the beginning, yes, I am grateful that it didn't rain today. Um, art
Mhm.
I am grateful for my
Mm.
fresh cup of coffee. And then yeah, once you get into the practice, oh my gosh, yeah. Yes, Rose Blue, I
Yeah.
woke up today. Exactly. I woke up today.
Exactly. I'm above ground today,
Yes.
right? I mean, some days that's all you can be grateful for, but if you can
Yeah.
be grateful for that, that's okay too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a
Somebody
friend that
said,
before he passed, that was one of the things that whenever you asked him, "How are you doing?" He said, "Well, I woke up this morning and I could sit up and take nourishment. Anything beyond that is a bonus."
"Ah, that's true. Isn't that amazing?"
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really incredible, right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all of this craziness and nonsense in our lives,
Yeah.
as we say, this too shall pass,
Yes, it
and
will.
we will have better things and better times, and but
Yes.
you have to really kinda take notice of the nice things, a friend in your life, your
Yes.
spouse or your kitties or your dog or whatever it may be. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Animals at this time are so important, right?
Mhm.
Because they are just total unconditional love. They accept you where you are, how you are, and
Yeah,
they just give affection.
they really
And
do.
yeah, it's a
And
lovely
they also
feeling.
remember that they absorb our negative energy too.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in my family, we have a cat and a dog, when things are particularly stressful, they they mirror our energy. And sometimes they take on our energy. Like, for instance, about a year and a half ago, there was some stuff going on, and my dog like some very intense things happening in our
Yes.
family.
Yes.
And my dog developed a cancerous tumor right in the
Yeah.
middle of all of that, right? And I was like, "Oh my gosh, did we do that to you? I'm so sorry."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but they're angels. They're there for our
They are.
benefit as well.
They are. They are.
Mhm.
Absolutely. There is nothing if I am ever feeling, not myself, or if I feel like I'm being challenged or whatever, anything that is at least a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, I sit down, the cats will come up and jump on me, and they like to get as close as they can, um, yeah, and then the dog is there within 5 minutes. I'm feeling 100% better,
Mhm.
you know?
They're highly, highly, empathic, right?
Yes.
And telepathic, really. If
Yes,
you've
they
lis
are.
I know a lot of people have listened to those telepathy tapes.
Yes.
They talk about the animals there too, and it's phenomenal. So
Yes,
check
it
that
is.
out. Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, you can't honestly, you can't tell me that they aren't because I have seen it. I have witnessed it so many times that uh, uh, hello, Shan.
Hi,
Hello,
Shannon.
King Baldoon. Yeah, we have a husky. And if anyone knows anything about huskies, is they have selective hearing. When they want to hear you, they will respond. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to do their own thing, and that's
They
all there
do
is
their
to it.
own thing. Yeah.
Yes, and there
That
have
kinda
been
sounds
times.
like my cat.
Uh-huh. Yes,
It's cat
and
energy. Like
yes, yeah,
yeah.
and there
Yeah.
have been times when I've been, let's say, I'm between shows or I'm doing something where I'm limited on time or whatnot, and she needs to go outside. And
Mm.
as she's going out the door, I will tell her, please come back quickly. Yeah, grandma has another show in a couple minutes, okay? So I can't come out and get you.
Mhm.
She will go out, do her business, and come back,
Oh, isn't that
right?
sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Other
know.
times,
Mm.
yeah, it's
Mm.
off you go. I'll call you. Yeah, I may or may not hear you, grandma. We'll see. We'll play it later. So
I bet a husky
yeah,
is a good dog to have in that Canada in the
right.
Alberta climate.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Just she
very nice.
she loves it when it was cold outside, and I'm putting on layers of clothing and blankets and whatnot, and she's going by the door and she wants to lay outside. Like, oh
Isn't that
yes,
incredible? Imagine how hot they must be indoors with us all the time, right?
yes,
It's
yes,
like having hot
exactly.
flashes all the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, please. I thought I was all done with that, but no, I'm still, there are
Same
days I'm
here.
hot, I'm cold, I'm
Oh, no.
hot, I'm cold.
My mom's in her 80s and she still gets hot flashes. So that's what I have to look forward to. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, I've been having hot flashes for years, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right. Yeah,
That's another show.
another show. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be broadcasting that one later. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
um, if we can get into tossing a few cards, and one of the things that I would maybe we can start off looking at is on Thursday, which is like you said is the new moon, and the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is going to be meeting with Trump at the White House. Given
Mhm.
the meeting that he just had with Macron, who absolutely schooled him very, very publicly,
Right.
um, is Starmer going to follow suit? Is he
So
going
interesting
to?
too, just intuitively, because it's on that new moon as well, um, new moon in Pisces, um, it's It feels to me like we're at a turning point with all of the world's leaders right
Yes.
now, but yeah, I would love to pull a few cards for that too.
Yes,
So let's do
absolutely.
that.
I think we are. I think I got a hit yesterday as uh, I was doing a video for my members, and I said, during the first Trump administration, a lot of the world leaders were being very political. They were being very um, kind of trying to understand and to be diplomatic. I don't think that's the case now. I
No,
think
I
that
think they realize that that kind of thing, he just takes advantage of,
exactly.
diplomacy and politeness, and he doesn't
Yes.
he doesn't get it, so
Yes. Absolutely. Hello,
right.
Polly.
Hi.
And so
Yeah, I'm gonna
what
pull
are
3
we doing
cards on that.
with Starmer? Oh,
Starmer. Starmer. Oh gosh.
interesting.
Oh, the cards. The cards are just so brilliant.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, so I just pulled 3 cards, and the first card we have is the 5 of Cups, right? This is loss. This is NATO's loss. This is Europe's loss, right? And
Yes.
I feel like, and this is the first card. So this is where we're coming from, right? They've been licking their wounds here. But what's interesting is we get the Sun followed by the Judgment.
Oh,
Illumination. They see him for what he is, and they know their mission now. And Judgment is all about rebirth. So I feel like this is kind of breathing a new life into, it's giving those European nations the permission and the impetus to
mhm.
act with certainty and with authority against the orange menace,
Yes.
right? Yeah, what
Absolutely.
did you get?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I start off with the death card.
Yep, another
Yeah.
transmission.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's
Excuse me.
already letting me know she's close by.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they have seen the downfall of a lot of the things that they used to be able to rely on the US for, right? And not only the US, but even other governments that, if we negotiate something, we have negotiated, it is a done deal. It's not a case of negotiating till you're blue in the face and then I'm going to walk away and go, yeah, no, never mind. So they are witnessing that. I get
Mhm.
the Queen of Wands. They know what they
Mm.
need to do,
Yep.
and they're going to start doing it.
Yeah.
They're not only do they know some of the ways that they're going to achieve these things, but the Queen of Wands doesn't take any prisoners. I just want the facts. Okay, here I am. I'm making the decision. Um, she can sometimes be, um, well, she can be manipulative as well in terms of this is what I want, and these are the steps that I need to take to get there. And she's okay with doing that. And the last card that I got was the Ten of Pentacles, right?
Mm.
The wish is fulfilled. And Pentacles aren't always about money. They're about your values too, and they're about the tradition and things that we pass down. So I think that a lot of the prominent world leaders are getting together and they're saying, okay,
Mhm.
one of us isn't behaving very nicely, so we can either try to appease that one knowing that it's never going to work out, or we could stand up and we can say, not in our backyard.
Right.
So yeah,
Good. I like those cards, all of them. I really do.
yes,
And that 10
yes,
of Pentacles could mean that this is gonna be a conversation about money. I mean, it could be
yes.
too, because as we know, that's what Trump's been lording over everyone else is his money,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
So
fact
that
that, yeah, there's, we're tired of paying for NATO. The U.S. has to pay for this. The U.S. has to pay for that. No, the U.S. doesn't. And it's not like the others aren't really pulling their weight. They're doing the best that they can. And, the agreements that they have in place is that they're going to act together as a cohesive unit.
Right.
And yeah, the orange one now is saying, yeah, no, we're not going to play.
Well, and he's just using, don't you believe he's just using Putin's talking points now, blatantly. He's not even trying to shield them. He's just saying Putin is, if he's got like a hand up Trump's back and he's moving his lips, really.
Yes. Absolutely. That's exactly what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And let's toss a few cards and let's ask the question, because the rumor is out there that the Orange Menace has been a Russian asset since 1987. Krasnov.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's about the time, I believe, that he also met Melania, who, entertainment purposes only, I fully believe, is his handler.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's been an asset. He has been doing Putin's bidding for a very long time.
He has.
So,
yeah,
let's
and
see.
Now it's naked.
Is he a Russian asset? Has he been a Russian asset?
Oh my God.
Well, the cards are talking.
They are talking. Mine are too. Yeah.
The cards are talking.
You want to go first? You go first.
Sure. I get the Eight of Pentacles. This is reviewing the work, reviewing the things that you have done. You just carry on with your craft, and you keep on doing what you're doing because it's kind of working for you. I also get the Three of Wands. Putin is very happy. His ship has come in. The amount of information that he has gotten about the U.S. and about U.S. allies and everything else is overwhelming.
And now he has all our data.
Yes. Yes, exactly. The last card that I got is the Queen of Swords. The truth is out there. Yeah. Yeah.
I got the same card.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the truth is out there. People are they're no longer whispering the truth. They are seeing the truth. There is proof there.
Right. So, yeah. That is, those are perfect. I can't believe we both got the Queen of Swords. But okay, my first card is the card that turns up for so many people as the Russia card, the Empress.
Yeah.
Mother Russia.
Yes.
There she is, right alongside the King of Wands. Right? He's the determined leader. And I think this is turning up as Putin this time directly. Or it could be Trump as well, because this is often the entrepreneur. And in that story that has surfaced, and who knows what the truth is, they say that Russia was reaching out to, big business leaders, billionaires, to try to co-opt them into doing their work. Right. And so we could look at this two ways. But then, of course, we see the truth with the Queen of Swords. There it is, right there for all to see. And this is also, excuse me, this is also a card of clarity, right? That we can all see the world for the way that it is right now.
Yes. Yeah. Pay attention to what people do, not what they say. Right. Absolutely. Wow. And Innocent Potato says, I saw a picture of 45 in the Washington Post in 1987. He was in Moscow with his family, Ivanka included. I clearly remember getting very negative vibes looking at that picture. Yeah. There's, there a lot of people, I think, have suspected. A lot of people have, maybe they've wondered out loud in private. But this election steal was just, it almost feels like a bridge too far.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just got a little bit too bold, and I do believe that the election fraud is going to come out. Do you? Shall we
Yes.
throw cards on it?
Yes.
Okay,
Let's.
let's do that. Let's do
Yes.
that.
All
Okay.
right. Will the election fraud be?
Sorry, my dog's barking. Do you hear that?
That's all right. Yeah, mine isn't too far behind, and she's kind of, I think. Well,
Let's ask if it's going to come out this year.
Yes.
Shall we?
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Now, these are not the clearest, but I do kind of understand what they're saying. Okay. I needed a few more extra cards to get the
All right.
Shall I go? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So we do have, this does suggest that we are going to learn the truth, because this is the Six of Swords, leaving troubled water. Are we not in some troubled water
Yes.
for calm? Right? And so moving towards something nice. Now, this feels like it's just the beginning of the dredging up of the truth. Remember, swords are about truth, honesty. It's not going to happen with the Five of Wands without a fight. This is not going to be pretty. They're going to really try to hold on to it. But I feel like we've got here the Two of Wands, which is, I think that we've got the powers that be who are under the surface making plans. And do you see where he's looking? He's looking overseas.
Yeah.
He's looking overseas. I really do believe that some of our help is going to come from across the pond, from other countries, from your country, from our northern neighbors, our southern neighbors. The Queen of Cups, she is the intuitive one. She's the one who's very calm and nurturing. And I think they're advising us that we need to keep our calm while we go through all of this, because it doesn't do us any good to be just completely beside ourselves. And then I pulled 5 because I wanted to see the rest of the story. The Hierophant. This is government. This is the government, right? Higher power. This feels as if they're going to really kind of take over, and really kind of, we're going to see reason with the governmental agencies that are kind of, it's a purging, shall we say. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And it's probably one of the reasons that he is so very quickly trying to get rid of as many people in a position of authority as he possibly can, so that he can then try to flip the narrative, and it's like, oh yeah, well, those were all bad players, and they set me up and so on.
Yeah.
So
But they're all the guardrails that they're taking out, right?
Yes.
They even just took out all the military
generals,
lawyers.
Yes,
The lawyers.
the lawyers. Yes. And a lot of the high-ranking generals and so on. So that, let just for sake of argument, let's say that China decides that they want to come in and attack the US. Who's going to be there to say, okay, here's the game plan? You've just gotten rid of all your intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, I start off with the Emperor. Hello. Guess who we're talking about? Yeah. This is the I want to be in charge of everything. I want everything my way, and so on and so forth. This is him him acting really against his own interests in some ways. And what does that bring? It brings the Five of Pentacles. It brings the, you're very quickly going to be left out in the cold, because let's face it, there is no honor among thieves. So, as soon as someone realizes that you're your usefulness. You have outlived your usefulness. You are simply replaced. There is no loyalty there. I think that they that it will be exposed this year. I think that they are in the process at this moment of trying to decide who is going to come forth with the information. And they also want to make sure that that information is irrefutable, that there is no way that you can argue against it. It's going to be very, very clear cut. On this day, 9:07 a.m., this memo went out. Here you can read the memo. At 9:11, this happened, and so on. So once all that is done, we go to the Four of Wands. This is where, okay, we can step back. We can say, ding dong, the witch is dead. And yeah, look forward to happier times. Yeah.
And that's about stability too.
Yes.
When you see that 4. Yeah, we need stability.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a good reading, yes.
Yes. Yeah. It absolutely was. And I'm drawn in this card. See, there's a family there that's underneath that, looks like a papa or whatever. But yeah, it's family. It's return to some traditional things where, families are the backbone of any country. So
right. Yeah. And his efforts are really injuring American families, their ability to put food on the table and pay I really do think he's going to cause a lot of foreclosures on homes, which is then going to cause some banking issues, and if this doesn't stop. So, and let's see, Spiritual Hack says something here. The folks that resigned today, and I don't know who that is, so fill me in. I haven't been watching that. Have the knowledge and skill to sink this whole ship. They are the techies that worked for the feds for years.
Yes. And I did read something on it very, very quickly, and I can't remember what department it was. But they were, they had a meeting and they were discussing what it was that Doge wanted them to do. And they said, no, no, not going to do it. And yeah, they resigned en masse. So yeah.
Now these weren't the little Doge toddlers, was it? Or were these people who are government employees who work in tech?
No, no. Yeah, these are government employees who got the experience with tech. They're also with data systems, data formation, so on and so forth. So yeah, these are your key people who have said, no thanks, we're done.
Well, I do think they probably have a lot of tea to spill.
Yes. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely. So, okay. One thing about Trump, hold on, is when Elon becomes a liability. Yes, Sharon Ann, absolutely. And I think that is something that is going to happen. I think we're going to see it within the next couple months, because there are 2 queen bees that are fighting for the hive, and that never works. One of them.
I mean, how do you think Trump liked that the video of sucking his toes, of Elon's toes, that came out yesterday? Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was.
I can just see the ketchup on the walls right now.
Oh, yeah, that and don't forget too with Musk's son. Yeah. You're not the president. You need to leave.
Unbelievable. I really think that he's just been absorbing everything his daddy says.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That is not something that a child that age would conceive of their own. I don't think that no matter how smart they are, they just don't have that mental acuity at that point to to just put that together on their own. But parroting what he has heard his father and others say, absolutely, that's what he's doing.
Right. And would Trump ever let his little booger-picking toddlers run around his own office? No, no. I think he knows that Musk has him,
Yes.
Musk has him because
Yep.
Musk has the goods and he has the money. So,
Yes, he
but
does.
a few people have made this comment, though. I think that is the best way, just like Macron, the best way to get to Trump is to humiliate him. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I would never say this for any other person, but he's got such a,
Yeah.
fragile ego that humiliation in public
Yes.
is the way to go with him because he's gonna have a coronary if it goes too far.
Yes,
And I don't want
absolutely. He's not used to being questioned publicly, right? He's used to being able to write his own narrative, and this is the way that it is, and I don't like what you're saying. And yeah, AP News, get out of the White House. You're no longer allowed. AP News is not allowed in the White House. They are the standard by which all the other news organizations govern
unbelievable.
themselves.
But they're suing. They're suing him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
absolutely. As well they should. And
As
let
well they
them
should.
bring out some of the information. I'm sure that a lot of these like AP News, like BBC, like Al Jazeera and so on, that they're going to be a lot more truthful with the information than some of the some of the
Right.
legacy news
Yeah.
organizations that are in the US right now, because
And we're
they're
seeing that collapse right now at
yes,
MSNBC and
yes,
NBC. We have some people who've been fired or walking away, and so,
yes,
you know, interesting times.
absolutely. Yeah. And they're calling it, a lot of the blame for a lot of things is being put on the DEI hires. That when the plane crashes started happening, well, it was a DEI hire. You know
Oh,
what? That how come that happened right after you announced this? It didn't happen before. Who was manning it
right.
before,
Yeah,
right?
who was there
So
when there was never a commercial crash under Biden's watch? I don't
yeah,
understand. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So um,
yeah, yeah.
let's also um, take a look at the Zelensky he is fighting for his country. He is absolutely doing everything that he can because he realizes, as do most of the European countries, that if Ukraine falls, the rest of Europe isn't far behind.
Right.
So, Russia may be they may be at a disadvantage now. They may be kind of hampered by certain things. So they may be in a losing position. If, however, let's say Trump was um, to get rid of the sanctions,
Mhm.
all of a sudden there's money available, and all of a sudden there's things
Yeah,
that can be brought into Russia, and they can buy military and so
right.
on and so forth.
Yeah.
So is Zelensky going to be able to gather support so that he can win this war, right? Just
Yeah. I
win it.
intuitively, I get yes, I really do think Europe has, I hate to say it, but Europe has gotten the kick in the pants that it needed from
Yes.
Trump's alliance with Russia.
Yes.
That's yeah, okay. Interesting.
Zelensky.
Oh boy. Yeah, look
Hmm.
what I start with is the death card.
Yeah.
A change. And what I wanna say is this is that change in Europe. I don't think this is the death of Russia. I feel like
Yes.
He already does get support from Europe, but I think they are
Yes.
gonna crank it up. I really do.
Yes.
And from Canada and from, the other allies. I
Yes.
really do believe so. Um, this is going to cause confusion. Yes, we have the 7 of Cups next. There will be some confusion in the meantime while we're switching our whoever provides the resources and the munitions and all of the
Yes.
other things. But look what he gets. The 6 of Wands is
Yeah.
all about a triumph, a victory. So I think he's gonna be just fine. I don't think that he's gonna roll over. I don't know about we could read on those rare earth minerals and things like that too, but
Mhm.
but I don't think he's gonna give those up either. Yeah.
No. No. He is, yeah, he recognizes what has happened. I start off with the 7 of Swords, the thief
Yeah.
and the knight, the trying to steal what is Ukraine's, to go
Mhm.
in there and to take it, to disrupt things that that were put in place that the Ukraine fought very, very hard for. Again, I get
Mhm.
the 4 of Pentacles or the 4 of Wands in that, um, this has disrupted not only Ukrainian families, but it has also disrupted Russian families, where they are not getting all the news that they should. They're being fed a bunch of BS. And I
Mhm.
think it's getting to the point that a lot of Russians see this as the 10 of Wands. It is a burden. They can
Mhm.
no longer um, they can no longer stand behind the things that their leader is telling them because they can see things for themselves. They can see that things
Right.
are otherwise, right?
That's right.
So I think that yes, Zelensky is. You're right that this has been that kind of push for the European countries who have um, ultimately always relied on that worst case scenario. Well, the US is going to come in and help us. Now they're
Mhm.
realizing, no, no, it's up to us. There are no
Yeah.
saviors. We need to save ourselves. So I
Yeah.
think that they are going to throw a lot more resources and money at Zelensky to get the job done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mark here says Pooty is trying to rush things because he's very desperate.
Yes.
And I think that, we've heard again and again that their economy is really struggling. I mean, he
Yes.
doesn't have the resources to carry on this war much longer.
Yeah.
Um, and so, very bad timing, I think, for this transition in the US, because I do think if Ukraine just had a little bit more time,
Yes.
um, with those jets that they, and the other, ammunition and the other
Yes.
weapons, I think they would have won. They would have taken Russia. But I think it's still coming. I do.
Yes, because now the Ukraine is kind of representative of the whole world. It's like they were attacked. They did not attack anyone. They were attacked. They are fighting for their own survival, and yeah, the other folks that are around them can now see that, well, but for
Mhm.
the grace of God, there go I. So
And
it
I think we even see that right here in the US now that, Trump has come out and said, "Oh, well, Zelensky's a dictator and he started this," right? Even his own party and,
yeah,
various factions from within his party, when asked by the press, are saying, "No, this is no, he's a bully, he's a
yes,
tyrant, he's a dictator." I'm talking about Putin, of course,
yes,
and Ukraine needs our support. So this is where, I think it may have, honestly, if I'm being honest, I think that comment and these, um, Putin's sympathetic comments that
mhm,
Trump is making is what may actually bring his own party out against some of these things that, against Trump's mania. It is kind of manic what he's doing.
It is. It is. It doesn't, it is so blatantly pro-Russia that, you can't say, well, maybe I'm misunderstanding something, maybe there's things happening in the background. No, this is so blatant now. And yes, the US talking about wanting 50% of Ukraine's earth minerals. Yeah, you're going to give us 50% of, because
that's unbelievable. And give us Greenland, and give us Panama, and give us Gaza, and what else? What else do we want?
And Canada, right? We want it all.
Canada?
All of it.
Yes, Canada. Yeah. Let's not forget our 51st state. Yes. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So I think one of the mistakes that that Trump made, because he always tells on himself. He's one of those guys that if you were to tell him, hey, this is a secret, he goes, oh yeah, okay, I'm not going to tell anyone. Hey, Melania, did you hear? He can't help himself. So I think that maybe Russia pointed out to him that if the U.S. was to help Russia take over Ukraine, then Russia would take the minerals and kind of share them with the U.S. So what does he think? Oh, well, okay, then that's what I want. Yeah, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to say that first. Right. So I think he gave away.
Yeah, there's I just don't think that while Zelensky is in there, he's not going to give up.
No.
He's not going to give up those minerals.
No.
You're going to have to pry them from his cold, dead hands.
Exactly, because now he knows what the worth is. Now he can negotiate with the rest of the world. It's like, no, I'm not selling to the U.S.
No.
You know, I can sell to other countries. I'm not selling to Russia either. Right? So, okay.
Mark says we won the hockey game and we're not going back.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was so happy to, I'm sorry, listen, I was happy to see I wanted to say Star Spangled Banner. What is it? The
Canadian national anthem?
The U.S. U.S. national anthem getting booed. I mean, I hate to say I love my country, but right now I do not love my country.
Yeah,
I don't love what's happening.
There's just some people doing silly things, right? It's like sometimes when we tell our kids that they're being bad, is look, I love you. I just don't like you right now.
I don't like you right now. Now, do you see this question from Phoenix? Or unless you have another question. This is interesting.
Phoenix, Sterling said that it would be decertified. If this were to happen, would it happen after he is out of office for history, or while in office to help to remove him?
I see before, but it could take a little while. I think it's going to start being revealed this year, but I think they're going to be there's going to be a lot to work through.
Yeah. But as with most bullies, as soon as you start to stand up to them, they back away. They back away real quick. So he may be the mouthpiece, but he doesn't have anything that he can do with that. His own people are going to turn against him, right?
Walk away or run away.
Yeah. So okay. So will his election be decertified?
Before the end of his term.
Before the end of his term. Okay. All right. Let's see.
I've always said I feel like something's coming up in March, April, and then something bigger in July, August. I've felt that for 6 months or more.
Wow. Wow. They're tracing the money.
Wow.
Um,
You're right.
yeah. Look, I get the King of Pentacles. I
Okay,
also
look
get
what I get. My first card, the King of
ha!
Pentacles. That's
And then I
Trump's
get
money.
yeah, and then I get the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh,
All right.
interesting.
So yeah, follow the money, see who did what, where, and then I get strength. So yeah, don't give up. Be as strong as you can be. Know that this is it is going to be revealed. And yeah, the 7 of Wands. He's going to be put in a position where he is going to have to defend himself, and he's not going to.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, look what I get. So the King of Pentacles represents you know who.
yeah.
This can be the greedy king, and look at this, the 10 of Swords.
Yeah.
So that answers your question. Who was that asked that question? That answers the question perfectly. He is really going to be in trouble they're going to follow the money. They're going to
Yeah.
follow the votes. They're going to follow the tampering. They're going to follow his alliances, right?
Yes.
And look what it does. We have the 2 of
Yes.
Swords. I feel like this is the United States. This is where we face that constitutional crisis. This is a
Yeah.
crossroads. What do we want to be? How do we want to be seen in the world?
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Woo.
So
And I'm a Marylander originally too. I saw that right there. Yeah. Whoops.
yeah.
Dogs.
And just kind of again goes to show you that we might be facing a little bit of turbulence. That doesn't mean that we can get through this, right? It just means there's little bumps along the road. And I've been saying for I don't know how long, this is necessary so that those people who have up until now been living, working, and doing things in the shadows are exposed. And some
Yeah.
of them are so well hidden that it would be difficult to kind of ferret them out. By things going the way that they have been, they are coming out of the shadows. They are self-identifying themselves. Yes,
Well,
I'm
and
one of
as you saying that, I really do feel we're going to have a steady stream of whistleblowers. People are going to
yes,
be like, okay, I went along with this, but the fun and games are over. This has gone too far. That's what I think is
yes,
going to happen.
yeah,
And we're starting to
exactly.
see a little bit of that too. Wow.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
and yes, Mark, that's why we shine our light. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
That's what we do, because they are going to come around, and they're going to have questions, and they're going to want answers, and yeah,
Mhm.
we'll be there to explain it to them, right?
Yeah.
So,
And one last thing, did you see on the news that there's a famous mountain that people climb called El Capitan, and
yes,
the forest rangers or people who work for that park climbed it and they hung a huge American flag upside down, which is a distress signal,
yes,
right? We're in distress.
yes,
That just gave me chills.
yeah,
That's
and
cool.
I'm getting yeah, full body chills.
Full body chills. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. Wow.
because
Well,
there
I'm
are
so sorry that we drag our neighbors into these fights.
it,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it will get better
It will.
once he is gone. Yeah, we things will get better, but as I said, this is a necessary evil, and it's something that we need to go through, not only the US, but this is a lesson for the whole world,
It is.
right? That
Well, and I think that may be why, the German, what are they? AF sorry, I AFD,
Yeah.
the far right group, did not win the election because they
Yeah.
saw, and this may be true in Canada too, with the
Yes.
elections coming up, it may make a few people stand up and take notice, like, "Do I want this for my country too?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, well, all righty. Listen, we are at the top of the hour. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Um, thank you for joining me. Thank you to all of
Thank
you
you.
that joined us. I am grateful for each and every one of you and the time that you spend with us. So that is, yeah, from my heart to yours. And
Absolutely.
yes, and Kelly, we will definitely have to do this again.
We will do this again. Thank you for
Yeah,
having
and
me. I appreciate it, and I love seeing all you people. Thanks
yes,
for coming.
yeah. So y'all take care. Linda Kennedy, I will see you tomorrow. All right. Take
Okay.
care, everyone. And I will see you later on this evening on Taco Tuesdays. Take
Oh,
care. Bye
yay.
for now.